Most books of the Bible give you answers. And then there is Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes does not tell you that if you pray hard enough, everything will work out. It does not promise the righteous always prosper. It does not pretend wisdom will protect you from suffering. And remarkably, this is in the Bible, placed deliberately by people who understood that a faith that cannot face the hardest questions is not a faith worth having. The author calls himself Qohelet the Gatherer. He has assembled observations about life, and what he has assembled is disturbing. He opens with his thesis, Hevel of Hevels, all is Hevel. Every English Bible translates Hevel as meaningless, but that misses what the critic is actually saying. Hevel is the Hebrew word for smoke, the brief breath that appears on a cold morning, visible for one moment, then gone. The critic is not saying life has no meaning. He is saying its meaning is like smoke, real, present, visible, but impossible to hold. Life is not empty. Life is elusive. And he has three deeply disturbing observations. The first is about time. Generations come and generations go. No one remembers those who came before. At the scale of cosmic time, your entire existence is a blink. The second, we are all going to die. The righteous and the wicked, the wise and the foolish. Death comes for all of them, without exception, without negotiation. The third, and perhaps the most unsettling, the race does not always go to the swift,
nor the battle to the strong. Time and chance happen to them all. The critic has watched the talented fail, the mediocre succeed. Good people suffer terrible outcomes, and he will not pretend he has not seen this. And here is where Ecclesiastes speaks in a particular way to Black people, African and African-descended people, who have watched life be profoundly unfair in ways that no prosperity theology can explain. The critic is not talking in the abstract. He is describing lived experience. And the text says, you are not imagining it. The world is not always fair. Wisdom begins with the courage to say so. But here is where the critic does something unexpected. After all of that, he does not conclude with despair. He says, since you cannot control your life, stop trying. Hold everything with an open hand, because you only have real control over one thing, your attitude toward the present moment. Stop worrying and choose to enjoy a good conversation with a friend, the sun on your face, a good meal with people that you care about. The Hebrew word is simcha, real, present, chosen joy, not forced positivity, not delayed reward, present, real, chosen, right now. And then the author, the framing narrator, speaks the final word. Fear God and keep his commandments. He is not contradicting the critic. He is completing him. The critic cleared the ground of every false comfort. The author plants something real in that cleared ground. Not naive faith, but honest faith. The kind that has faced everything.
Ecclesiastes describes, and chosen to trust anyway. Proverbs says, here is how wisdom works. Ecclesiastes says, here is what wisdom cannot do. And next week, Job, the final voice in the Wisdom series, will say, here is what you do when wisdom is not enough and God seems absent. Everything is Hevel. Everything is smoke. Real, present, beautiful, impossible to hold. And still, choose joy. Choose presence. Choose the meal with people you love. Not because the world is perfect, but because these gifts are real. And no amount of chance or time or death can take away the value of a moment fully lived. And that is the book of Ecclesiastes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Black Bible. The truth was never lost. It was just hidden. And we're bringing it back, one episode at a time.